Man, Rooster, it's gotta be 5 o'clock somewhere.
Arr, arr, arr. Hey everybody, welcome back to You Know.
That show.
I'm Rooster.
I'm Bishop.
And today, we're going to talk about some big shiny rocks.
Big shiny rocks. Give me them shiny rocks. Oh, gotta have them. So we were talking yesterday about how materialism is just overly excessive in society today. And the point of it was the way my brain works and going, oh, me need fine shiny rock. You know,
To give wood.
yeah. So
Show I'm worthy, man.
yeah, I'm big, I'm worthy. So you know, it just if you think about the premise of what that is, and what that means in society is that's apparently the show of worthiness or value you bring to a relationship, and to me that's just not it.
Right.
That's not it. I mean, if you've got a solid relationship, you don't need big shiny rock.
Johnny Rock, he loves me.
Right.
You see this big rock? What made this whole fucking thing? You made you think of it again? You said like your friend's a jeweler or something, and his wife was.
For those of you that don't know, I've been down this road a couple times, and so it gets a little expensive. But no, I was watching a show, and they were digging up these natural gems, right? And then this guy, he owns this jewelry store, right? And he sells these loose gems and jewelry and things. And he was buying a new center stone for his wife for her birthday. It wasn't even the anniversary, I don't believe. I think it was her birthday. This goddamn thing had to be like 8 carats. It was gigantic. And I'm thinking to myself, hold the phone.
Holy shit.
You run a goddamn jewelry store and you're buying from somebody else on a custom design. You ain't got people that work and do that for you. So,
and she's married to a jeweler.
She's married to a jeweler.
She's already got to have
and she's got like $100,000 worth of jewelry on already. And then
Jesus.
she sees this and she's all, like, what do you not have?
Right.
What is it that you don't possess already
Right.
that proves that man loves you?
Right.
Right? I don't know.
What value does that fucking rock on your finger add to like your self-worth? It makes zero sense to me.
Right.
Why people fawn over that shit.
And getting older and seeing more of the disposable culture and just the materialistic side of the way everybody's living their lives anymore is just, it's almost sickening. It really is almost sickening. I understand people want to have nice things, right? You're gonna want nice things.
Yeah.
That's just the way things are. I mean, but I don't think I could be in a relationship where I was with somebody that I was judged on
a
rock.
right, like
A goddamn rock. I mean, big shiny rock.
oh, big shiny rock.
Inbound. Inbound. No. What kind of relationship did you build before you decided you were going to spend the rest of your life with this person?
Right.
Right? And it was predicated on, a friendship, love, caring, like, trust, being trustworthy and, having a complete confidence in your partner. If she's more concerned about a giant fucking rock,
Right.
then you ain't worth a used tire.
Right.
Because she's just going to upgrade your ass when you get old.
Right, exactly. As soon as the fucking house starts crumbling away and all the big shit starts fading, she's going to find somebody else. And it can go both ways, People,
Absolutely,
men could use women for their fucking shit. That's not right.
Right. Well, and I guess we could talk about that in another episode because, that in the past 10, 15, 20 years, that in itself has gotten way out of hand too, because now you got these, rich men that have like 20 and 30 year gaps between their age difference between their partners and their wives. And I'm like, that's just creepy as fuck.
Right.
that dude probably had kids before you were born.
Right. But at that point, then it's not really about love. He's like, I'll fucking pay to get that pussy.
Well, that's true. I mean, that's true. But I mean, but at the same time, isn't that, wouldn't you classify that as it's materialistic?
Materialistic relationship.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
but they're fine with that at that point. You know, it's like the women's in it for that. It's the whole relationships that are like, oh, he didn't get me a fucking big enough ring. He doesn't love me. He didn't spend a quarter of his fucking salary of this year on it. Like,
yeah, I mean, it kind of goes along with the same thing where, you know, you see somebody that's, you know, flossing nice threads and driving a really nice car, and then they live in a cardboard box.
right. Exactly.
You know,
it's all for show. It's all.
You live in the shittiest part of town, but yet you got the most expensive car you can think of.
Right.
I think the priorities there are a little fucked off.
Right.
But yeah, materialistic things is, you know, I don't know. I mean,
but we've talked about how we're not, and I mean, and maybe it's because you already grew through that stage of your life where you bought all your nice things and you realize like you don't fucking need them. And I probably kind of have that too because of the way that I was raised. I always got nice things and that stuff. So I'm not like dying to have new things, cutting ass shit. I drive a fucking beater. I don't give a fuck about
yeah, we both drive beaters. I mean,
yeah,
it's like, I mean, duct tape and wire.
Right, holding our
friends,
shit together.
But point A to point B. That's the
right.
whole concept.
But so many people are so revolved around it. Even like friends that I know and shit will get pissed off at their parents for.
Well, look how many people we know that will they would literally put themselves in so much debt,
right,
just to have something.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know a friend of mine who literally he's worked at the same pizza place for like 6 years now.
Oh man.
Spends every single paycheck on his car. He's got the nicest fucking car. Still lives at home with his parents. Doesn't have fucking anything for credit. Doesn't have fucking anything. But boy, does he have a nice fucking car. That's all he gives a shit about.
I could see it if it was something where it had like longevity. You know, if it carried intrinsic value, right? Like it actually accrued value.
Yeah, accrued value over time.
Over time, you know. But I mean, look at what the majority of products that people buy anymore. They're outdated the second you buy them.
Exactly. Yeah, no, the next year there's a new fucking better one and everybody's got to jump on it.
Everybody's got to get on the bus. Get on the bus! Get your big rocks!
Get your big rocks for sale. We got big rocks for sale.
Big rocks! We got big rocks all day long. And think about it, you know, and let's talk about that for a second, because you know there's some cunning-ass dudes out there, or females that are marrying other women, I don't know, dudes on dudes, whatever you're doing.
It's all right by us, but
you know that there are ring sets out there that shit is not real.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that.
Oh, yeah.
How many of those are out there? I mean, hey, ladies, have you ever tried to put that thing next to a flame or something? Does that shit melted away?
I died and melted. What the hell?
That's so weird. I don't know what you're talking about.
It must have been the highest quality, purest diamond.
Oh,
yeah. It's so fragile.
Some weird, black hole, some little warp just happened. Reality just shifted. That ice really melted.
Right.
And hey, Bob, you got another one of those at the shop?
Yeah, I'll Venmo you that $5. Don't even worry about
it. I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine what it's like anymore, because I'm just an old fuck. I'm just an old fart, you know. But I look at all the young kids, and your age group and a little older, and I go, what kind of life are they really living? Like, what is it about the commercial aspect of retail that is just embedded in their brains?
Right.
Now?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't watch on YouTube without watching 5 commercials that you don't want to see.
Yeah, right. Every fucking 5
because
seconds.
Nobody has regular TV anymore.
Exactly.
Nobody
Except for
has.
my fucking grandpa sticking up his antenna trying to get fucking Star Trek out there. That's what he's talking about.
He's actually signaling Kirk. he's signaling Kirk. He's waiting to be beamed out.
Right. Get me out of here.
But I mean, because print advertising is limited, right? I mean, I don't
print advertising.
Well,
like,
I don't.
Newspaper?
Newspapers, magazines. Like I haven't had a magazine subscription in I don't even know how long now.
Right.
Where do you even get them?
The only time I've ever seen him was at the doctor's office. I don't think I've actually ever read a magazine.
But there just seems to be just this huge push on always the newest, latest, greatest. I mean, look what they're doing with game consoles.
Right? Seriously, fucking beefing them up.
Are just kicking the shit out of each other because they have to have it.
Right, exactly.
They have to have it. I mean, I don't know. It still baffles me. You know, it's a fun conversation to have. But, you know, everybody, you need to let us know in the comments what you think about. If you're in a relationship with somebody, is that really the symbol of your worth? I mean, is that really who you are? Is that really what distinguishes you from every other fish in the sea?
Right. Or if not, give us some type of explanation on why that is so important to you. Maybe not a ring. Maybe it's Louis Vuitton bags, that type of stuff.
Holy shit.
Flashy stuff. That you could get a Goodwill bag that does the exact same thing. You know, why are those things important to you? Or, you know, how do they increase your value or make you feel a certain type of way? You know, we're just fucking simple guys. So we don't really understand that whole aspect. So
I mean, you're carrying around a glorified shopping bag.
Right? Yeah, a glorified paper bag.
Yeah, I mean, you could double up on them Walmart bags and do just fine. I mean, what the hell is going on in this world?
Right.
Those Louis Vuitton bags,
dude, they're outrageous. We literally, as a family, we have to fork up so much every year to get my mom a Louis Vuitton bag because that's like the only thing that she wants. It's fucking killer. I'm like, why? Who gives a fuck?
You know what I enjoy? A good meal.
Right?
I enjoy a good meal.
Right.
You know, I'm a pretty simple guy. I mean, I enjoy a nap.
Right, that's more valuable than a fucking ring.
Quiet time. I mean, is it really quiet? I mean, because if it's totally, you know, tone deaf tone, just quiet, right? Like there is nothing. I'm in a vacuum. I would be happier than shit.
Right.
I can actually sleep.
Right.
Or the loudest thing I'm hearing is the voices in my head. But I could care less about a ring. I could care less about a diamond. I could care less about, you know,
a fucking car. I mean, a house is one thing though, because a house is actually where you live and spend your time. Like, so that makes sense to me investing in that.
Now, let's clarify that because not just any house, right? Because I'm not talking about buying the cheapest piece of shit you can build. Right? And then you stuff it full of nice fucking things. I'm talking about you built that fucking house. Right? Like, it is top quality construction materials. Like, the things that go into it are top quality because that is where you're going to dwell. Yeah. Right? And for me, it's the kitchen. I could care less how big the bedrooms are, right? It's the kitchen. I like a good kitchen.
Space-wise or like appliance-wise? You like nice appliances?
No, because I mean, even appliances, they're all just dime a dozen.
Yeah,
I mean, they keep shit cold in a refrigerator.
Yeah, and the stove warms fucking shit up. It's fire at the top.
But I mean, for me, it's like nice counter space.
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
It can work, you know, especially if you got a nice island. You got, you know, nice cutlery, right? You got nice knives and things like that, nice pots and pans.
Yeah.
I love to cook. I don't know if anybody can tell that I like to cook.
What?
But that to me, I would spend money on that before I would spend money on buying, you know, expensive clothes.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, it's a kitchen. Bedrooms are nice. Yeah, you know, those are nice things. Furniture is nice. But like nice countertops, nice cabinetry. Mm-hmm. You know, and we'll talk about a house. I mean, you know, I would much rather spend $20,000 on a nice deck and patio than I would a fucking rock.
Yeah, right. For real though.
Like,
seriously.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Where do you sit? Wait a minute. What is that? Like 5 square feet on a balcony somewhere?
Right.
That's not comfortable. That's not look, I got a fire pit. I got a fountain. I got a feng shui thing going on over here. Everything's kind of doing its thing. I can sit back underneath this canopy.
Right. That. Or a big shiny rock.
Big rocks.
Big shiny rock.
Big rock. You know, and then there's people that they have money. They can have whatever they want.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But I also feel like there's a lot of those relationships where the men or the women, you don't know which way it's going, are unhappy because their partner is consumed by material things and they are not.
Exactly.
Right? And it's one of those things where, and that is a bullshit line, happy wife is a happy life. Because I know a lot of women that are perfectly happy and those fucking relationships are still fucked up. So, but I just...
The husband's going outside and drinking a fucking fifth whiskey every fucking night.
With a straw. Doing it quick. Seeing 3. Hey, did you say good night to your son? Which one? You only have one. I see 3. So yeah, I don't like that whole part of our culture. I just feel like everybody could focus on what is much more important to them and have a much healthier relationship or life in general.
Right.
Because think about that. People that really put all that money into having the nice clothes, driving the nice cars, right, living in a shitty place. If they put that money right into their dwelling, they'd be much happier.
Right.
They'd be much happier. That's theirs. That's their own personal space.
Right.
Instead of having to prove to everybody else,
yeah,
I'm bowling.
Right. Show how fucking big you are.
Yeah, you're bowling all right. You crying at night because you ain't got nothing to eat.
You crying at night. Jesus.
Hey, everybody. Hit that subscribe button. Like it and share with your friends. Leave them comments. You know, we're coming up. This will be our 11th.
This is 11, yeah.
11th episode. So we're trying to move forward, trying to get this up and rolling for y'all. We love the support. We love how everybody that has been diligent. We've been watching those analytics, and we see that everybody's watching. Thank you very much.
Yep, be sure to comment. Like we said, let us know if you want to hear us talk about certain things. We're down to break down topics and ideas and share our viewpoints on basically anything. So
yeah, and we're not afraid. I mean, we do read the comments. Now you're in there trying to jam your own channel links in there and stuff. That's one thing. But you know, we're pretty sparse on comments. We get them personally on the backside from our own personal friends that are watching this stuff. But we want to see it live. We put it down in the comments. That way we can respond to it. We are watching. We want to know.
Yep.
So, unless the next round's on you,
we gotta go.
See ya.
That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to, that show.